Hi everyone. My other video did not upload, so I'm going to try to do this quickly, and I just remembered I actually left out a couple arcs. So I'm going to talk about the Yu-Gi-Oh series, and I'm going to talk about this quickly. It didn't officially start for the US with Season 0. If you want to watch Season 0, I believe you can find it on YouTube, or you could just read the mangas, because basically Season 0 is about 7 little mangas, which I have. So, Season 0 for Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of puts the story together. It shows you how Yugi got the Millennium Puzzle. It shows you how long, it tells you how long he took to solve it. And at this point, he hardly even knows he has an alter ego, Atem, Yami, basically, because I call him Yami throughout the entire season, or the series, or they call him Pharaoh, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Spirit. So, yeah, yeah. Then we get to Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1 for the US, the Duelist Kingdom season, where Pegasus kidnaps Yugi's grandfather's soul. Yugi travels to Duelist Kingdom to participate in the tournament. He beats Pegasus, becomes the king of games, and saves his grandfather's soul, along with Kaiba's soul and Mokuba's soul. Kaiba is Yugi's strongest rival, and stuff, so Kaiba does not like this, by the way. And then we have Season 2, where Yugi participates in the Battle City tournament thrown by Kaiba Corp. Kaiba is throwing this tournament to get the 3 Egyptian God cards, which is the strongest cards in the game. And we find out that only certain duelists can control the 3 Egyptian gods. The Winged Dragon of Ra, Obelisk the Tormentor, and Slife the Sky Dragon. Now you may be wondering, why can Yugi control it? Why can Kaiba control it? Well, Kaiba can control Obelisk because he was a past priest for the pharaoh, so he had ties to Egypt. And then Yugi was the past pharaoh, he was Atem. In this season, they have a villain named Marik who is trying to get Yami's power, and so the whole season they try to prevent Marik from obtaining the Millennium Puzzle. And then we get a break. We get like a season break because at the end of Season 2, they're heading to the Kaiba Corp Island on the Kaiba Corporation blimp to continue with the Battle City Finals. The 8 finalists are Yugi, Joey, Kaiba, Marik, Namu, which is the real Marik. The fake Marik is his servant Odeon. His sister Ishiju Ishtar was a finalist, and Mai Valentine was a finalist. And then somehow Bakura got into the tournament at the last minute, so he was a finalist. And then we get to see Joey's sister Serenity. Serenity was mentioned in Season 1 when Joey told them that she was losing her eyesight, so he joined the Duelist Kingdom tournament to win the prize money. Well, of course, at the end, Yugi beat Joey, and he gave him the prize money anyway, so they both won. So yeah, Season 3 picks up right where Season 2 leaves off, and in this season, they still have the Battle City Finals, but they get pulled onto a detour by Noah, and we find out a little more about Kaiba's past. He was adopted by Gozaburo Kaiba, who was a tyrant, and basically that's who gave him the ruthless skills he has for business, I guess. So then they get kidnapped by Noah and the Big Five. The Big Five was in Season 1 when they kidnapped Kaiba and put him in his game when Yugi and his friends saved him. And then in this 3rd season, Noah and the Big Five try to defeat each duelist in a duel to gain their bodies. So then they get out of the virtual world. Noah kind of turns around and he understands, so he lets them out. They go to Kaiba Corp Island to continue the Battle City Finals, and yeah, real quickly again, Yugi can control the gods because he was the former pharaoh. Kaiba was a priest, that's why they can wield the gods. And of course Marik was a tomb keeper, that's why he can control Raw. But then when they get to the finals, Merrick beats Joey, Yugi beats Kaiba, and then Yugi beats Merrick. So Yugi still is the king of games and everything. And then season 4 comes, then the movie is when it picks up, and it talks about Yugi still dueling for 3 years at this point, and the gauntlet is thrown. Can anyone beat him? The answer is no. He's too good. um, so yeah. Then the whole movie, Artem beats or tries to beat Kaiba because Kaiba challenges him again to a duel, and he beats him. And he also beats a villain named Anubis, who tries to take over his power and take over the world. But with the Dagger of Fate, Yugi's help, and his friend's help, he prevails. Artem prevails over Anubis and Kaiba, of course. Season 4, Darts is the villain for this season, and he tries to suck up people's souls with the Seal of Orichalcos to feed to the Great Leviathan. And Artem is brainwashed by the Seal of Orichalcos. He loses a duel when he duels Raphael. Yugi takes his place in the seal, and his soul gets taken instead of Artem's, and the whole season Artem is trying to save Yugi. Well, as the seasons progress, we can see Yugi's relationship with Artem grow stronger, because in the first season he hardly knew him. Second season he kind of is getting to know him. Third season he really kind of is having a strong bond with him. The fourth season they're inseparable. Not only do they share a mind, but they're inseparable, because they each care about each other as a friend would. So then in season 5 has like a small mini tournament thanks to Kaiba, because he's kicking off his new theme park, Kaiba Land, and he throws a KC Grand Championship where Yugi is the prize duelist, whereas the winner of the tournament gets a chance at the title shot, and they get to duel Yugi. Well, then I don't know how this fits in, but they put in the Capsule Monster episodes where everyone gets sucked up into a board game, except Kaiba. Kaiba's not in that little 12 episode, but anyway. So, yeah, I don't know how much to say on that one, because I thought that was kind of like a pointless portion of Season 5, but okay, whatever. But Season 5, Artem tries to get his memory back. Yugi's bond with him at this point is so strong. He doesn't want to see Yugi or Artem leave, but he knows that he has to. So he duels him, sets him free from the Millennium Puzzle, and they each get a gift from each other. Yugi gave Artem the gift of kindness, and Artem gave Yugi the gift of courage and reassurance that he is a strong duelist. He can beat people. He can achieve anything he puts his mind to. He can make friends, because Yugi was very shy throughout Season 1 and everything. And then we had 3 seasons of the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX where they had an academy for new duelists. Now, I thought this spin-off was good. I wish we got to see the 4th season, because I saw the last episode of GX in Japanese, and Jaden Yuki is the main character in that spin-off. He goes to Duel Academy. He actually literally runs into Yugi, because Yuki's all grown up. It's been like 10 years or so, I think, in the time frame. But anyway, Yuki's basically Artem now. He probably looks like him too. He's tall, like he is, or somewhat. But they didn't show Yuki's face in the first episode of GX. But yeah, it's a good show. I wish we had the fourth season, because, like I said, in the Japanese episode for the final episode of GX, Jaden goes back in time to duel Yugi, and at that point, Yugi has Artem. We don't know who wins their duel, but I'm gonna say Yugi does, because he has the God cards and he's got Artem, and he's just a great duelist. Nobody can beat him. Then we have Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds and Yusei Fudo is the character for this arc, this spinoff, and he duels on a dual runner, and I thought this was kind of lame. And so, yeah, I stopped watching that after like 4 episodes. And then we have Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. I checked that out, and I don't know the main character's name. As you can tell, I lost interest in it because I hardly know anything about Zexal. And now apparently we have Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 4 or Arc 5, I think. We don't have that dubbed yet in the U.S. Of course, I'll check it out. But from what I've seen of the spin-offs, my top ones are Yu-Gi-Oh! Classic and then Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. 5Ds was okay, but I prefer GX. And yeah, out of the classic season, my favorite seasons, or sorry, out of the classic series, my favorite seasons are seasons 2 and 3. So seasons 4 and 5 were okay, but 5 was really sad, and everything. So, and I actually really like Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0. I saw that on, I think, YouTube, and I actually like it. But but yeah, that's kind of like my view on. Oh, real quickly before I forget, we also have the Yu-Gi-Oh! 10th anniversary movie, Bonds Beyond Time. I actually own that movie. To me, it's a little short, but that movie focuses on Yugi, Jaden Yusei, and Yusei Fudo, and they fight Paradox, who's trying to take over the world by destroying duel monsters. Well, Paradox does not survive, or does not win, of course. And then we have a new movie coming out. I don't know the name of it, but it comes out next summer, I think, or at least next year. And it will have Yugi, Artem, Yugi, Joey, and Kaiba in it. And there's actually an official trailer for this on YouTube. And there's also I have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Group, and it's also there. So, I can't wait to see that movie. And yeah, so those are my thoughts for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series and spin-off and movies. So if you have any questions, please just comment on the video and let me know, and I'll get back to you. Bye-bye.